My name is Nora. I am 18 years old. I live in a quiet mountain village where the air always smells like pine trees and fresh rain. I live with my father, my stepmother, and my stepsister, Eva. My real mother died when I was 7. She used to make the most beautiful lanterns, paper ones with tiny drawings of stars, flowers, and birds. After she passed away, I kept one special lantern she made for me. It was small, red, and had a little glowing moon painted on it. I hid it under my bed because it made me feel close to her. My father is a woodcutter. He goes into the forest early every morning and comes back late with firewood to sell. He is tired and quiet, but he always kisses my forehead before he sleeps. When I was 13, my father married my stepmother. She came with her daughter, Eva, who is now 17. Eva has shiny black hair, bright dresses, and a loud, cheerful voice. My stepmother adores Eva. She buys her ribbons, sweets, and new shoes every month. Eva spends her days playing music, chatting with village girls, and dreaming about city life. She never helps with anything. But I do all the work. I wake up at dawn, I light the fire, make breakfast, clean the small house, wash clothes in the cold stream, and carry firewood inside. In the afternoon, I help my father stack the wood, mend torn clothes, and cook dinner. My hands are rough from chopping vegetables and scrubbing pots. My dresses are old, patched many times, and too short now. My stepmother often says, "Nora, why are you so slow? Look at Eva, she is graceful." I lower my head and keep working. I feel small and forgotten most days. One autumn, wonderful news spread through the village. The young lord of the nearby castle, Lord Theo, was holding a lantern festival. Every year, people made lanterns and floated them on the big lake at night. This time, the Lord said he would choose one special lantern, the one with the most beautiful light and heart, and the maker would receive a prize and an invitation to live in the castle as a guest. Many young women dreamed of this chance. My stepmother was excited for Eva. She bought beautiful colored paper, gold thread, and candles. Eva spent days making a large lantern shaped like a peacock. It was colorful and shiny. She practiced smiling and saying thank you in a sweet voice. My stepmother said, "Eva's lantern will win for sure. She has talent." I watched from the corner while sweeping the floor. My father saw me and said quietly, "Nora, you remember how to make lanterns, like your mother. Why don't you make one too?" I shook my head. "I have no paper, father, and no time." My stepmother heard and said sharply, "Nora making a lantern? Don't make me laugh. She can stay home and clean while we go to the festival." The night of the lantern festival came. Eva's peacock lantern looked amazing under the moonlight. My stepmother and Eva left for the lake in their best clothes. I stayed behind. After finishing all the chores, I sat by the window. The sky was full of stars. I took out my mother's old red lantern from under the bed. It was dusty and a little torn, but the moon painting still glowed softly when I lit a small candle inside. I whispered, "Mother, if you can hear me, let this light find its way." I walked alone to the lake, staying in the shadows so no one would see me. Hundreds of lanterns floated on the water, big ones, small ones, bright and fancy. Eva's peacock lantern shone proudly in the front. Lord Theo stood on the wooden platform, watching carefully. He looked kind, with calm eyes and a gentle smile. Suddenly, a soft breeze carried my little red lantern into the water. It floated slowly among the others. Its light was small and warm, like a tiny heartbeat. Many people didn't notice it at first, but Lord Theo did. He pointed and said, "That one, the small red one. It has a quiet light, but it feels alive. Whose lantern is that?" No one knew. I stood far away, heart beating fast. My stepmother whispered to Eva, "Stay quiet, maybe he will choose yours." But Lord Theo walked down to the shore. He gently lifted my little red lantern from the water. He looked at the painted moon and smiled. "This is the one," he said. "This lantern carries love and memory. Whoever made this has a true heart." The crowd was silent. I stepped forward slowly, my old dress wet from the grass. It's mine," I said in a small voice. Lord Theo looked at me kindly. "What is your name?" "Nora," I answered. He held the lantern carefully. "Nora, this lantern reminds me of my own mother. She loved simple, heartfelt things. Will you tell me its story?" I told him about my mother, how she made lanterns to light up dark nights, and how this one was the last she gave me. He listened without interrupting. When I finished, he said, "You have kept her light alive. Please come to the castle as my guest. I would like to know more about you." My stepmother and Eva stood frozen. Eva's peacock lantern suddenly looked too bright and empty. My father, who had come quietly to watch, walked to me with tears in his eyes. He hugged me and said, "I am so proud of you, Nora." In the months that followed, I lived in the castle for a while. Lord Theo and I spent evenings talking by the fire. He showed me his library, his garden, and his collection of old lanterns. He didn't care about fancy things. He cared about stories, kindness, and quiet strength. We became close friends, then something more. One spring day, he asked me to stay forever, to marry me. We had a small wedding under the stars, with lanterns floating on the lake again. My little red lantern was placed in the center. My father smiled the biggest smile I had ever seen. My stepmother and Eva came too. They were polite, though quiet. Now I live happily, but I still make lanterns sometimes. I teach children in the village how to draw stars and moons. I learned that the brightest light doesn't have to be the loudest or the biggest. A small, steady light from the heart can guide someone home, and love finds those who never stop carrying kindness even when no one sees. My dear friends, I hope you enjoyed The Forgotten Lantern. This story is about holding on to what matters, even when life feels dark. Try retelling your favorite part in English. It will help your speaking so much. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, share it with someone special, and subscribe for more gentle stories. Tell me in the comments, what small light do you carry in your life? Thank you so much for watching. Keep being kind, keep practicing English, and I'll see you soon. Bye!